Back in the days of Horatio Nelson and John Paul Jones, this is what life in the Navy was like. Today, a few of yesterday's warships are still in service as training vessels. But it's training just to preserve the past, to keep alive the ancient skills of sailing, and to commemorate the days when the square-rigged frigates were masters of the sea. Schooners, greyhounds of the ocean, with tall, tapering sails rigged for speed. The men of New England built and manned the first schooners, and also the famous clippers, whose sailing records were never equaled. Today, the annual schooner race off the Atlantic coast between Canada and the United States is a last reminder of the days when merchant mariners raced each other across the world for the wealth of the Indies. The America's Cup, symbol of international yacht racing, and Sir Thomas Lipton, who spent a fortune trying to win it. 5 times Sir Thomas launched his trim multi-million-dollar ships, and 5 times went down to defeat. But now, a magnificent new British challenger, the Endeavour II, staffed with the finest crewmen and rigged and tuned like a concert violin. $5 million invested for the prestige of winning one race. The defending ship, the Ranger, ready to uphold America's long string of victories, unbroken since 1851. The historic race begins. On the windward leg of the race, the British are behind, but they hang stubbornly on the quarter as both ships sail close-hauled into the light wind. The balloon spinnakers are broken out as the ships turn for the leeward run. The great spinnakers grab the wind, and the contestants race home bow on bow. But in the end, Yankee skill pays off. The Ranger comes in ahead. Salute to the British for another gallant but unsuccessful try. And salute to the sleek racing yachts, competitors in the world's most expensive sport. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can still feel like one. All you need is a summer afternoon, a stretch of water, and a small boat. If you happen to have a dog, too, that helps. Oh, yes, the perfect way to spend a lazy day. Nothing to do but lean back, take it easy, and bake in the sun. Whenever 2 or more sailboats get together, the result is a race. If there's a good stiff breeze blowing, so much the better. Here's a maneuver that calls for perfect timing. Be glad it's only your hat. A summer squall, sudden and furious. The lucky ones beat it in. The unlucky ones just sit and wait. A disabled boat means work and money, but it's hard to dampen the spirits of a real sailor. Sooner or later you get a lift, and before you know it, you're back in action again. There won't be any waves to worry about with these canvas-rigged craft. The sailing is guaranteed smooth, if not a little cool. We're off. Hold on to your hats for the fastest sailing of all. Ice boats are the closest thing to jet propulsion in sailing. Moving more than twice as fast as the wind, the mighty midgets of the ice have been known to work up speed of as high as 90 miles an hour. It's a lot of fun as long as you stay right side up, but brother, watch out for spills. That's mighty hard water underneath. That was close, but everything's under control now. Or is it? So long, skipper, don't forget to write. What do you know? A dry land sailor. Looks like an interesting sport. If you think ice boating was fast, wait till you get a load of this race. Well, anyway, it's better than walking, and besides, look at the company you have. And now, as the sun sets on the Sahara, we shake the desert sand from our feet and head for the open water again. It takes skill and work to sail. And of course, if you're in a hurry, a steamship is more practical. But as long as there's wind to blow and water to cross, and people have just a little time to spare, the thrill of sailing won't be forgotten.